So we got a couple of drops. The helmet, which was an iconic one from I think it was 1969, Formula One driver, and these drops weren't part of the roadmap, to be honest. A lot of these drops come our way because people like the Metakey brand and they like to connect in some way. Artifact Studio obviously is involved in terms of the card, but some of the stuff that comes up, it just comes up and they're like, "Hey, Maddie, we got some stuff that's coming out. We're doing, we're doing our launch event in Decentraland. We'd like to do something for the Metakey project." And this is how I am liking the direction of the Metakey project going, is the sense of it's this community that is utility project driven, which if you give us value, we'll give you value by checking out your stuff. So we had the helmet go out, which people enjoyed. We had Artifact Studio drop the shoes, which people seem to like. And Decentraland is one of many platforms that you can take it to now, but eventually I can imagine that when Artifact Studio drop these shoes, you'll be able to take it to multiple places.
And we've got the sandbox robot as well.
Oh, did that go out this week?
I think. Well, that was announced on Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly when that land sale's going out, but that's just attached to everyone that purchases the land, right?
I believe so. The sandbox robot again from Sandbox came as this thing where it was a promo sort of an item, and I believe it goes out to people that purchase their premium land for that land sale. I think they may be giving us some to airdrop. I'm not sure how much, if we can give it to everyone or we run some giveaways. But that robot is interesting because Sandbox designed it, and you'll find out later on when we jump into a bit of the lore stuff that we may be doing something with that sort of a robot.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, we've got a lot of our collaborators and partners coming up with these airdrops that they want to share with us that don't necessarily mesh with our design philosophy for like the Metakey branding, and we're having to think like, okay, do we integrate these into our narrative, or do we just let them be their own sort of standalone thing? A lot of you guys have actually had some questions about the airdrops and how that works. These airdrops that our partners or our collaborators, they're doing. We're not doing it. It's not that they're giving us these NFTs and we're dropping them to you. They're the ones that are dropping it, right? So how does that work?
So it works with like, they contact us, they let us know what they're doing. They want to give us an airdrop as to what they're releasing. And at the moment, like especially with Decentraland and the Artifact Studio airdrop and also the Helmet airdrop, I don't think the way that they did it is they pushed it through some sort of an algorithm where it was easy to scrape everyone that has an address and then just give out one per address.
Yeah.
And so I'm not sure that sort of a model was already being done, and I don't know how long it would have taken for them to figure out. Well, not only do you give each person or each address one, but you read how many owners there are and then give one. Obviously, we don't want to manually send. You're right. You don't want to manually send each person an address. But anyway, we're not in control of that sort of a distribution process. So we were just like, all right, here's the addresses.
Yeah.
At least give everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone that holds a Metakey one.
Yeah.
But in the future, it's going to be proportional to what we can control. So if any airdrops that we are doing as a Metakey, it will be in proportion, 100% in proportion to which Metakeys you own and how many Metakeys you own.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anything external that comes our way, there's a little bit of control I guess we can have, but at the end of the day, because we don't push that deploy or airdrop button, we don't have that control.
Yeah, like obviously you guys are giving us some helpful feedback and we can pass that on to our partners and our collaborators and say like, hey, here's how our community would like these drops to work. But at the end of the day, like there's drops that we do, which will be consistent and transparent and will work ideally the same way every time. But with the ones that you guys have been seeing, like with the helmet and the boots and stuff like that, we don't have our finger on the trigger. That's ultimately it's up to them and their discretion and how they want to do it and how much they want to communicate is really, the ball's in their court, right? So think of those ones as just like bonuses,
Yeah, pretty much. They're mostly bonuses because they're not part of our roadmap. We have our own airdrops that we're coming out with, our own partnerships that we're officially coming out with, which we haven't even done much of. So the ones that are coming our way for now, they're kind of just bonuses. So we're like, cool, let's do it. We'll push a bit of promo, we'll do an event, and hey, everyone's kind of happy in the Discord.
So if you've got, say, a MetaMask and you're holding edition 1, 2, and 3 in it, and you only got one pair of boots from Artifact Studios, you shouldn't be thinking, oh no, I missed out on some Metakey airdrops because you didn't. because when there are like official Metakey airdrops coming in, you're gonna get your money's worth.
Yeah.
100%.
And I think there was a question on, I think concerns or questions on people that were saying that we're holding all 3 keys in one wallet because we don't want to miss out on any airdrops or any collectible stuff or anything, any benefits that come out for all 3 holders. So that's why they're having all 3 in the one wallet. But in doing so, they were asking, will we miss out or only be eligible for 1 airdrop per that wallet? And the answer to that question is that anything that will involve having 3 keys in one wallet, we will make sure we announce it way ahead of time, so you have the time to have that snapshot. And put them all into the same wallet or take them out of the right wallet, so you won't be kind of caught off guard. So any airdrops that we have that will give value to 3 wallet holders, 3 edition holders, we'll make sure that you guys know ahead of time. It's not going to be everyone gets one, and if you didn't have it in the same wallet, you missed out. No, it's going to be us making sure that you know what's up.
Okay. Now this might seem like a slightly obvious question to people that have been in the space for a while, but we've gotten a lot of new people coming in that have been wondering, are the drops retroactive? So if I see, oh wow, that's a cool pair of boots, I'm going to go and buy a Metakey now, I won't get those boots.
No. No.
Okay.
You won't.
And that's how it's going to be moving forward with all of our drops?
It's a no, because I don't know how that works. Like, for example, if someone buys a new NFT, if you think about it, like, if that was the case and if you were to do that, then there would be no exclusivity.
Yeah, there's no reason to buy now.
Yeah.
Right.
Not just buy now, but like if we sold the 100,000th Metakey, then do we keep giving them an Artifact Studio 2?
No.
So there'll be 100,000 Artifact Studio 2?
No, of course not.
Right?
Yeah.
It sounds good for the new people joining, but it just doesn't work that way because blockchain, I guess, doesn't have the balance yet.
Yeah, and the thing is, the new people joining, like, you guys are going to get the next one, and people are going to come in after you, and they're not going to have that, right? And suddenly you're going to be feeling like you're part of that sort of exclusivity, you know?
Exactly.
So it's about the time that you come in, and it makes sense that early investors do get all the early stuff, and you know, there's constantly, like, there's going to be drops all the time, and whenever you come in, you're going to get everything that comes after.
Yeah. And drops are one of the many things. I actually was more excited about the integrations, the fact that you can take these into different games, and that's what I'm working with.
Yeah.
Education and drops. Yeah, I mean, drops are cool because it's kind of like you're getting some new item.
Yeah.
But
it's only one small part of it.
Yeah, it's one little
like,
part.
It's easy to get hyped about drops because that's kind of how drops are designed, right? But it's only one small part of the whole kind of value proposition, right?
Yeah.
Victor's trying to get our attention. What is this? Are you looking at the shoes on OpenSea?
Is that 200 mana?
200 mana. The shoes are reselling for 200 mana. Nice. You know, so that was another question. Like, these drops, am I able to sell them on OpenSea or Rarible or whatever?
It's the nature of NFTs. It's the nature of blockchain, where the assets that you get, you decide what you want to do with them.
Yeah.
You bought a Metakey for 0.2 Ethereum like 3 weeks ago or whatever. And you can participate in all the stuff that we have for a year, and if you don't want to, you can sell the whole membership and move on. That's the beauty of NFTs, is that not only do you pay the money to get involved, but you can sell that and then move back out.
So there'll be like some drops that, you know, you're really jazzed about, and others that are maybe for a game that you don't play or have no interest in playing, that you want to like flip that drop. You can go ahead and do that, you know?
But the stuff that we will release, I think there'll be very little flippers.
No, yeah.
And we want to make sure we design it that way. It's not like, boom, here's something and go sell it. It's like, you're not going to want to sell it. And it's kind of like the Metakeys, to be honest. The reason why, and I don't really like to talk about price that much, but the reason why Metakey 1 is selling for 2 Ethereum, or 1.8 or whatever it is because there's more holders of that than there are sellers. And the reason why second and third has gone up is because there's more holders and people that actually want to use them
of course.
than people that want to flip them. So that sort of psychology creates positive price action, and it also creates an engaged community because suddenly they're in the wallets of the right people.